You've probably seen a blue coat like this before, but did you know that different colors of this exact same coat used to be a symbol of what kind of job you had? First though, let's go back to the beginning of the iconic French chore coat. We first see the chore coat appear in the late 1800s in France. It was purposely constructed with an oversized fit to go over a bunch of layers, and with plenty of large chest and hip pockets, this thing was made for work, and that's indicative of its original name,
bleu de travail.
which translates to work blues. Once its popularity reached the United States, that's when it became known as the chore coat. Now going back into the color, the initial blue was used by farmers and just for standard labor. The same cut of jacket but in white were used by painters. At the time, painters still had to make much of their own paint, and they used powders that were often white. Now the coolest chore coat, in my opinion, is the black chore coat. This was worn by carpenters, but more specifically a carpenter who had been a journeyman, who had become a master of their craft. And these are the ones where if you find a vintage one, it can be very pricey. Now moving up to modern times, colored chore coats are still being used as a symbol of somebody's job, but this time we're seeing it in restaurants. A trend of brown chore coats has been seen to be worn by waiters, bartenders, and runners across restaurants in New York and Southern California. Truly a sign of longevity in one simple design.